Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Uh, as you all know, we have discussed in the class as well yesterday and today that we have a new book and we'll go further according to the new syllabus and a new book. Okay, then this is chapter number 2. As we already discussed in the class that this is chapter number 2 of your new book, and chapter number 1 we have covered all the majority of the topics in the previous virtual classes, right? So we'll start from chapter number 2, that is fundamentals of operating system. Okay, the topic discussed today will be what is an operating system, functions of operating system, and types of interface, right? So the topic of today's lecture is what is an operating system, why do we use any operating system in our computer, and we already had discussed in the class about it that what is an operating system, and I want the feedback from you people that you have to write the answer of this, that what is an operating system, why do we use an operating system, right? Now, Abdur Rahman, please tell me what is an operating system we had discussed in the class. Yes, Abdur Rahman, I want your answer beta in the chat box. Tawqir, I'm not sure. As you were absent yesterday and today also, I don't know when do you have your turn in the school classroom. It will not be uploaded in the Google Classroom. The book is available in the market. You can purchase it from the market, right? Now, Abdur Rahman, I asked from Abdur Rahim. Sorry, Abdur Rahim, what is an operating system? What is an operating system? Please answer me quickly. What is an operating system and why do we use any operating system? Yes, Abdur Rahim, I'm waiting for your answer. Mishal, yes, the software that support control a computer's basic function is known as operating system. Yes. Hassan, operating system is a software which help us to start a computer. Yes, very good, but not taking the answer from Abdur Rahim. Hasnain, yes, an operating system software that manages computer hardware, software, and resources. Very good, beta. Very good. This is the correct definition of an operating system. Very good. Okay. Now moving forward, chapter number 2, fundamentals of operating system. We'll discuss about the topics that is operating. What is an operating system? We discussed already in the class functions of operating system and types of interface. Right? What is an operating system? The operating system is the most important program that runs on a computer, right? Every general purpose computer must have an operating system to run other programs. Like operating system is a need of a computer, and without operating system, computer cannot work. This is the basic definition of an operating system, and we had discussed in the class that there are two types of operating systems operating system. There are multi-user and single user operating system. What we are doing in our schools, homes, that we are using the single user operating system, that is Windows, right? We are using Windows right now, and Windows is a single user operating system. If I am talking about the big organization in offices, there is a multi-user operating system by which the users can communicate with each other very easily in no time. ठीक है ना? If I am talking about the organizations, So there is a main server and all the workstations are connected through that, right? एक ऑफिस की अगर हम बात करें तो हमारे पास एक बिल्डिंग है, देर इज अ बिल्डिंग ऑफ 4 or 5 floors और 10 floors, ठीक है. एन एम्प्लॉय on first floor can communicate with the employee sitting on 10th floor, communicate, transfer, uh, do the communication through internet, through system connected to each other. All the workstations are connected to each other by a server, and these workstations are using any multi-purpose multi-user operating systems, and DOS and Windows are not the multi-user operating systems. These are the single user operating system. The multi-user operating systems are Unix, Linux. These are the multi-user operating system in which many users are connected to each other. Many users can share the resources with each other, right? Is that clear to you all? Yes, beta, am I clear to you all? Operating system performs the basic tasks such as recognizing input from the keyboard, sending output to the display screen, keeping tracks of files and directories on the disk, and controlling peripheral devices such as disk drive and printers. What are the peripheral devices? We discussed it that all the devices connected with the computer are their peripherals, right? Keeping the track of files and directories and on the disk. Now these are the operating system, different operating system in graphical user interface, right? Operating system, the functions of operating systems are memory management, resource management, security management, command interpreter, file management, input output management, and one more is the booting process. Booting process, booting means to start up the computer, to start the computer, right? Booting means to start a computer. And the function of operating system is to boot a computer, to start a computer, right? Before starting the computer, it needs to make it confirm that all the devices are ready to work, all the files, all the memory management, the memory is ready to work. Resources, what are the resources? I gave you the example that if you are taking a computer class in your school, your resources are your book, copy, or stationery. These are your resources which you are using to take your class, right? So resources are the hardwares, the software devices of a computer which are ready to work or not. This is controlled by the operating system. So if you can see the diagram, operating system controls the overall management of a computer, right? Operating system controls overall management of computer system, whether it is memory management, it is input output management, it is file management. Command interpreter means translation of your program, security management, or resource management, right? So these are the functions of operating system. As I told you that the function of operating system is booting the computer, perform basic computer tasks, managing the various peripheral devices like mouse, keyboard, scanner, printer, whatever the devices are using by you, right? So these are controlled by the operating system. Now, provides a user interface, command line. There are two types of interface. Interface means the environment which you are using to communicate with the computer, right? The interface is the environment which you are using to communicate with the computer, and there are two types of interface. One is the command line interface and second as the graphical user interface. We'll discuss in the next slides. Now, the fourth one is handles system resources such as computer's memory and sharing of the central processing unit time by various applications or peripheral devices. It also controls the time management, right? How much time is required to perform a certain task, right? So resources को कंट्रोल करना, उनकी टाइम मैनेजमेंट को कंट्रोल करना और उनकी शेयरिंग सेंट्रल प्रोसेसिंग यूनिट से, ये सारी चीज़ें कंट्रोल की जाएंगी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम से. तो जब हम ये सारी चीज़ें ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम कंट्रोल कर रहा है तो ऑल ऑफ यू मस्ट नो दैट ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम इज़ द बेसिक नीड ऑफ योर कंप्यूटर. It could be Windows, it could be DOS, it could be Unix or Linux or whatever operating system you are using according to your preference, according to your conditions, your limitations, right? And Windows is a most common operating system, single user operating system, which is used by houses, in your house, in your labs, in offices. It's a single user operating system. Now, before moving forward, I want to question you that what is the difference between single user operating system and a multi-user operating system? I want the answer from um, Arham Ali Khan. Arham Ali Khan, I want the answer from you that what is the multi-user operating system and what is the single user operating system? Arham, I am waiting. Anyone else? What is the difference? Very good, Nawal. Very good, Mishal. Very good. Nawal and Mishal, very good. Your feedback gives us an energy, so please give the proper feedback of the lecture. Now, moving forward. See, this is the diagram. Very good, Abhiha. Yes, Taqir, good. Hassan, very good. Very good, students, for your feedback, your concern. Very good. Keep it up. Hassan Shah, Taqir Ahmad, Abiha Aziz, Nawal, and Mishal. Okay, this is the booting process. Booting process means the starting of computer, the startup of computer, right? This is the BIOS. BIOS means basic input output system, right? As the PC is turned on, the BIOS is loaded. BIOS means basic, B for basic input output system, right? The BIOS run to the code in the MBR of the disk. MBR is master boot record, right? The master boot record is the information in the first sector of any hard disk or diskettes that identifies how and where an operating system is located. अच्छा, अब मैं इसको इजी वर्ड्स में आपको बताऊं कि जब हम कंप्यूटर ऑन करते हैं तो हमारा जो बायोस, सबसे पहले हमारा क्या अपलोड होता है, बायोस, बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम, और वो एक कोड जनरेट करता है MBR, दैट इज मास्टर बूट रिकॉर्ड, जो वो बूट रिकॉर्ड आपको क्या बताता है, ड्राइव में कहाँ पर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम लोकेटेड है, किस सेक्टर में ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, इन विच सेक्टर ऑफ योर हार्ड डिस्क where an operating system is located so that it can boot, right? मैंने आपको पहले ही बताया था कि बूटिंग किससे होती है, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम से, ठीक है ना। तो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम सबसे पहले बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम जो है वो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को लोकेट करता है कि वो कहाँ है, ठीक है। अब ऑपरेट जब लोकेट कर लिया है कि बेसिक इनपुट आउटपुट सिस्टम ने ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को कि वो कहाँ है, तो वो फिर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम को लोड करेगा, ठीक है। इस तरह से एक बूटिंग प्रोसेस चलेगा एक्टिव पार्टीशन को, और ये जो मेमोरी जो हार्ड डिस्क है आपकी किस सेक्टर में किस जगह पर ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम लोकेटेड है, ये चीज़ आपको आइडेंटिफाई की जाएगी। The boot sector code looks for and run boot MGR from the root of its partition, और फिर वो लोकेट करके और उसके बाद ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम आपके सिस्टम पर डाउनलोड करेगा, अपलोड करेगा, और उस ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम से कंप्यूटर आगे रन करेगा, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले क्या है, बायोस MBR कोड देगा जहाँ पर लोकेशन होगी उसकी ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम की, और उसके बाद ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम लोड होगा, और ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम लोड होने के बाद ही कंप्यूटर ऑन होगा, राइट। Procedure for beta, can you hear my voice? Everybody, please answer. Okay. A new command is given, right? A new command is given to the computer. Then it is ready to perform, waiting, executing, and terminating. Before executing and termination, there are two steps, that is whether it is blocked or whether it is suspended in any condition. So this is the procedure done by an operating system. Now, more functions of operating systems are handles system resources such as computer's memory, and sharing of the central processing unit time by various applications or peripheral devices. Provides file management, which refers to the way that the operating system manipulates, stores, retrieves, and as I told you that what is the meaning of retrieve? Retrieve means to open the file again and to show or display execute it again, and saves data, right? Operating system improves, performs the file management. File management to keep the file on its particular location or to retrieve the file from that location, right? To retrieve the file from that location and to store the file on particular location and saves data. It is the file management. I explained it yesterday that if I am going to save my file with the name of A1, right, it goes to the memory, it takes taken by the address bus and it stores there. If I'm going to save my second file again with the same name, it will not and the function will not perform. Why? क्योंकि I already have saved a file with the name of A1, ठीक है ना। तो जब ये सारी फाइल मैनेजमेंट के एक नाम की दो फाइल्स नहीं हो सकती, फाइल को डिफरेंट नाम से सेव करना है, फाइल को कहाँ ले जाकर सेव करना है, ये सारी चीज़ें कौन परफॉर्म करता है, ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, ठीक है ना। तो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम का क्या काम है, फाइल मैनेजमेंट, रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट, जैसे मैंने आपको रिसोर्सेज बताए थे, व्हाट आर द रिसोर्सेज, द डिवाइसेस विच आर यूजिंग आर द रिसोर्सेज ऑफ कंप्यूटर, ठीक है. Resource management, file management, input output management, that which data is going to be input and which data is going to be the output, right, after the processing. Process management. Process management means the data, whether it goes to the ALU or memory unit. If I am typing a letter, if I am typing a letter in Microsoft Word, it will go to the ALU or memory unit. Definitely, it will go directly to the memory unit because there is nothing to perform by ALU, right? उसमें कोई कैलकुलेशन नहीं है, कोई ग्राफ्स नहीं है जो ALU को परफॉर्म करना हो, उसमें कोई प्रोसेसिंग नहीं है, बट इट डायरेक्टली गोज टू द मेमोरी यूनिट, राइट? Okay, running applications, which apps are providing on your computer or your laptops, right? All the apps. Managing security and access rights, memory management, right? So these are the functions of operating system. कि operating system किस तरह से काम करता है, क्या उसकी duties हैं. These are all the duties of an operating system. Program creation, resource allocation, counting, protection, error detection, input output operation, program execution. Now, before going to the topic interface, I'll repeat it again that what is an operating system, and you if have any question, write me. Any question, students? Active partition is the okay. Active partition is the drive on which you are working currently, right? As you all know that the drive is divided into different partitions, right? Why different partitions? क्योंकि हमें storage के लिए अलग-अलग जगह चाहिए होती है. There is a drive on which operating system is located, and it is programmed by the manufacturers. ड्राइव को अलग पार्टीशन बनाए जाते हैं ड्राइव में, और वो अलग अलग पार्टीशन आपको माय कंप्यूटर पर नज़र आते हैं डिफरेंट ड्राइव के नाम से, ड्राइव सी, ड्राइव डी, ड्राइव जी, ड्राइव्स के नाम से. ऑन विच यू आर वर्किंग इज द एक्टिव पार्टीशन. एक ड्राइव वो रखी जाती है जिसमें कंप्यूटर के सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर्स रखे जाते हैं. सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर्स लाइक ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, ट्रांसलेटर्स एंड एवरीथिंग, राइट, which is the need of a computer. वो सारी चीज़ें एक ड्राइव में रखी जाती हैं और उस ड्राइव को यूजुअली सेपरेट रखा जाता है ताकि कोई फाइल करप्ट ना हो जाए, कोई अनइंस्टॉल ना हो जाए, कोई डिलीट ना हो जाए, so that your computer can perform well, right? So these are the functions of operating system. Different functions: booting process, right? Any question, please? Is there any question? Okay, now we'll discuss the types of interface, right? An interface is a program that allows the user to interact with the computer. To interact, I am interacting with you right now, right? Through chat, I am interacting with you to communicate with you, right? So interface is a program that allows the user to interact with the computer or another computer over a network. दो तरह के इंटरफेस होते हैं, ठीक है. दो तरह के इंटरफेस कौन कौन से हैं? एक कमांड लाइन इंटरफेस and graphical user interface, right? There are two types of interface. One is the command line interface and second is the graphical user interface, right? Now what is the difference between command line interface and the graphical user interface? There are two types, okay? Command line interface, you had already done it. कहाँ किया है बताइए मुझे, give me the answer. We already worked on command line interface in class 8th. What was that? Hurry up, hurry up. No, no, Shahir. Yes, you can see JW Basic, but I am talking about the operating system. Command line interface. Yes, Toki, very good. DOS. You had already worked on DOS. DOS is a command line interface. A command line interface, CLI, command line interface, enables user to type command in a terminal or console window to interact with an operating system. Users respond to a visual prompt by typing a command on a specified line and receive a response back from the system. User type a command or series of command for each task. User has to type a command. Keep in mind, you have to type a command for getting the response, right? Now I will show the diagram of your command line interface. This is your command line interface. There is no graphics, right? There is no graphics in command line interface. This is the screen of your command prompt. This is known as command prompt. C prompt, this is your command prompt. This is your command prompt, right? This is your command line interface, a black screen on which you are going to write the commands. You have to learn the commands, that which command performs which type of function, right? If I am writing here dir, it means that I want to see the directory and I must know that what does dir means. If I am writing here time, I must know that what is the process of changing the time or displaying the time. So this is known as the command prompt. This is C prompt and this is known as the command prompt. C prompt can also be changed by A and B. If you are using any floppy disk, it will replace by A prompt or B prompt. C prompt indicates that you are using a hard disk, right? C prompt indicates what? That you are using a hard disk. And if the floppy disk is used, you are going to have A prompt or B prompt, right? So this is your command line interface environment. See, you already had seen in class 8 while working on DOS that this is the C prompt. This is also known as command prompt. This is also known as command prompt. This is command line interface and you are going to write the commands here and the display and the response of that commands you will receive after writing the commands. So why it is difficult? It is difficult because you have to learn the commands. You have to learn the commands, all the commands for different functions. This is your command line interface. Now next is your graphical user interface. A graphical, as the name shows, that graphics must be there, right? A graphical user interface, GUI, uses graphics along with the keyboard and mouse to provide an ease to use interface to a program, right? It is based on clicking of the mouse, right? Clicking of the mouse, like click the mouse and perform the function. Click the mouse and perform the function. It is easy to use. It is very easy to use. A GUI provides windows, pull down menus, as you already seen, that if I left click, there must be a pull down menu. See there on the screen, I did the right click and there is a pull up menu. The menu which goes up is a pull up menu and now this is the pull down menu. This is the pull down menu. The menu which goes downward, it is the pull down menu and this is your pull up menu. Clear it. If I right click, pull up menu, pull down menu, right? And all the functions are performed by a single click, Okay. So graphical user interface basically depends on the click of the mouse, pull down menus, pull up menus, buttons, scroll bars, like scroll by using a scroll bar, we directly goes to the next page, iconic images, wizards, other icons, and the mouse to enable user to interact with the operating system or application. It is very easy. But what is the disadvantage of graphical user as compared to command line? Think about it. ग्राफिकल यूज़र में क्या चीज़ है जो डिफ़िकल्ट है, जो उसको उसका एक नेगेटिव पॉइंट है कमांड लाइन से? This is your graphical user interface. The picture is of graphical user interface. In this, different icons are there, pictures are there, colors are there, and the command line is a, I can say it's a colorless environment. And it is more attractive. It is easy to use by the user. You don't need to learn the commands. It's just a click on which your computer perform different functions. Very good, Toki. Very good. Very good. Windows uses more memory as it is a graphical user. Graphics are there, and you know that graphical pictures takes more memory, and command line is not taking that much memory as compared to graphical user interface, right? So this is the negative point of graphical user interface. Otherwise, it is convenient to use. It is easy to use and very helpful for the user. This is your graphical user interface, works on mouse by clicking. The graphical user interface is a type of operating system that make use of windows, icons. These are, you can see these are the windows, dialog boxes, icons, menus, and pointer. ठीक है, icon and option on menus represent folders, applications, and other commands which are activated when selected and clicked by the pointer. A mouse is normally used to direct the pointer around the screen. I'm sure I'm clear enough to you all. And if you have any query, any question, you can ask me in the chat right now, or you can ask me in the class as well. Yes, Shahir, you are right that we cannot do stuff that we can do in command line and are dependent on creator provided option. Definitely जो provided option है हम उन्हीं पर काम कर सकते हैं, हम program नहीं कर सकते उसको. Any question, beta? Today I am getting a very good response from all of you, and thanks to you all, beta, a very good class and very attentive class. Very nice. Yes, I told you in copy 1 you have to make only title page, and the assignment is given as regularly in the we are uploaded in the Google Classroom. I'm enjoying your class today very much because of your response, right? Thank you, beta. Thank you so much. We'll meet in this inshallah in the next class, and next your next topic for your virtual class is the types of different operating systems, right? So we'll meet inshallah in the next class. Till now, Allah Hafiz, take care of yourself.